Hi guys, it's Frankie and we are back with some Jekyll and Hyde. So last time we found out that there's been a murder and there's a plan to stake out the bank just in case, Hyde comes back. So let's check out the case files first. Mr. Hyde's whereabouts. Mr. Anderson got his address when he met Mr. Hyde before Mr. Hyde's house. Soho is in Soho. Mr. Hyde's whereabouts. Not even the butler at Mr. Hyde's house knows where his whereabouts. The half-burnt checkbook in Mr. Hyde's fireplace has the bank's name on it. The head of the cane, the other half of the cane, was found at Mr. Hyde's house. Mr. Utterson gave this cane to Dr. Jekyll as a gift. Wanted poster without a face. I couldn't find any details of Mr. Hyde's appearance, or all the witnesses described him as unpleasant and horrifying. Okay. A letter with Mr. Utterson's name on it was found at the scene. Sir Danvers Carew, the victim of the murder, was a well-respected member of the House of Commons. A maid named Sally Tucker witnessed Mr. Hyde's ruthless beatings and murdering Sir Danvers Carew in the early morning near the river. The broken cane was found at the crime scene and seemed to be used as a weapon. It was an unusual item. Carew murder case. What's this? According to him, the two egos fight each other and decide how to act. Sent an invitation to dinner. Looks serious considering he was a dinner party hosting. Mr. Anderson did not approve Jekyll's will. Dr. Jekyll asked Mr. Anderson not to speak about Hyde anymore. What the heck happened? The volume went down. Can you hear me? Hello? Dr. Jekyll's mentions back wing's key. Dr. Jekyll trusts Mr. Hyde enough to give him key to the back door. It was obvious that all of the secret evil deeds that Mr. Hyde committed were coming back to haunt him. If Mr. Hyde finds out that Dr. Jekyll wrote a will like that, Dr. Jekyll will be in danger. Okay? Ooh. Mr. Hyde was a small, pale man with an unsettling appearance, but was hard to say how. His smile was unpleasant and his voice was hoarse. Mr. Hyde had the key to Dr. Jekyll's mansion's back door. According to the evidence and the testimonies, it looked like Mr. Hyde is the one who killed Sir Danvers Carew. Dr. Jekyll is a doctor of medicine, a doctor of civil law, and a doctor of law, and a member of the Royal Society. Dr. Jekyll has built his life through effort, virtue, and restraint. Dr. Jekyll is from a wealthy family. He is hardworking and a genius. He's also well respected. I'm spitting a lot. Who are well educated and virtuous. He is a large, well-built gentleman in his 50s with no mustache or beard. Dr. Lanyon is kind, healthy, and full of energy. He is a determined man. Dr. Lanyon is a doctor and his hospital is always packed with patients. Dr. Lanyon does not know about Mr. Hyde. Dr. Lanyon is close to Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Utterson and is a man of principle. Alright, so. Okay, we're not done yet with that one. But, what do we do? Bolton Street, because we're gonna go see Jekyll. Jekyll told me to never talk about Hyde, but here we are. I'll stop by the market before it's too late. Oi, let me talk to you. Excuse me, aren't you Mr. Harris? It's me, Dick Barry. That's an unfortunate name. The president of West End Croquet Club. I'm Gabriel Elterson. Oh, I'm sorry, I mistook you for someone else. Since we've met like this, would you like to join our croquet club? Thank you, but I'd rather not. I seem to be losing interest in sports and games as I grew older. 'Cause you're getting old, and every movement is agony. I suggested that you find someone else to ask to join. I should know. Every movement of mine is agony. Oh, our members do not just play croquet, we socialize too. Have a good day, Mr. Utterson. Goodbye. Okay, come on. An incident of the letter. I swear to God, I swear on my honor that I am done with that man. Purchase it. We have enough money. Poole, I'm sorry to visit this late. Oh, Mr. Utterson. Please come in. Master is in his lab. I'll take you there. Thank you. Hang on, Poole. Let me just look around again like an asshole. Okay, to his lab then. You can't find Hyde because he's Jekyll. Because this is what we know. Dot dot dot. I'll talk to you later, Jekyll slash Hyde. Okay, now we can talk. Jekyll, are you feeling ill? You don't look well. It's nothing. I seem to have caught the cold corona. If you stay cooped up in this gloomy place, it's no wonder you're sick. It's not because of that. It's a little cold. Could you add some wood to the fire? I don't even have the strength to move over there. Do 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 do. Just gonna add some wood to your fire. Heard about the incident, yes? Everybody's talking about it. I could hear it in my dining room. The older I get, the more I worry. But there's one thing I want to talk to you about, Jekyll. Sir Danvers Carew was one of my clients, just like you. So I must know the truth. You're not hiding that murderer, are you? Utterson, I swear to God, I swear on my honor that I am done with that man. Really, I'm done. He's a murderer now. I don't think he could be more notorious. And those atrocious things won't happen anymore. And you won't hear about Mr. Hyde anymore. Don't you trust that man too much? If there's a trial, your name will come out. There's a reason why I can assure you there won't be any more problems. The letter on the table is proof. What letter on this table? I'm not sure if I should show you the letter to the police or not. Is this a letter from Mr. Hyde? Yes, that's why. Think it's best I leave the letter to you. I believe you'll be able to make the right choice. You will, I believe you. You're not afraid of that Mr. Hyde will be arrested because of this letter, are you? No, I don't care what happens to him, that man. But you are that man. You silly Billy. You silly, you're falling asleep and murdering people. I'm just afraid that my name will be dragged into it because of the terrible incident. Then I'll read this letter first. Boink. Beneficiary. Boink. Sorry. Boink. Escape. I know I'm your only beneficiary. I'm sorry. I'm gonna escape now. Don't worry about me. Is that correct? Sorry for making you worry. I've been a beneficiary of Dr. Jekyll's kindness for a long time. I'm sorry I haven't been able to repay him. I have a safe and a reliable way to escape. You don't need to worry about me anymore. Edward Hyde. Well, after reading the letter, I feel a little bit better. Do you have the envelope? I happened to burn it without thinking much of it. There was no postmark. Someone delivered to me in person. Then may I take this letter and investigate more? Of course. Like I said earlier, I believe you'll make the right choice. I can't trust myself. Very well. I should be leaving, since it's so late. Farewell, Utterson. I'm not feeling well, so I can't see you out. Don't worry yourself. Rest well. The case has been loaded. Let me just look here. By the way, this device looks unusual. It's used in the electrochemical refinements of the matter. Electro what? This method is easier than using traditional chemical means. And what's that? It's an experimental tool that tests phenomena, which occurs in different concentrations. I really don't understand science. I'm a lawyer. I didn't study science. I have studied political science. Advancements in the field of chemistry are made so quickly. It's no wonder that you cannot keep up. That's rude. You're rude. You're a rude doctor. Are these tools or for chemical experiments? I forgot what your laboratory was built originally used for. The previous owner inherited the building from a surgeon. So the building has a classroom and a dissecting room. I'm a medical doctor, but that has nothing to do with why I decided to use this building. When I first looked around it, I just thought it was a perfect use for a chemical laboratory. I see. It seems to have worked out perfectly since I'm still doing chemical research. So what kind of research are you doing? You would understand, even if I told you. Isn't it dangerous to use chemicals like this? Don't worry. My use of the highest quality equipment means that I'm always safe. I'm glad to hear that. Just gonna look around. Don't mind me. I'm just invading your space. Oh, Jekyll, there's one more thing I want to ask you. What is it? The section in your will about your disappearance. Did Mr. Hyde threaten you to make you write that? Yes. I knew it. He planned on killing you all along. Utterson, that's not the problem. I found out something more important. God, Utterson, I learned something very important. What are you talking about? You look very ill. You'd better rest. I'll be leaving now. If the letter is addressed to Jekyll, then the servants must know. Hang on, what's here? I see a thing. It may sound foolish. What is your biggest concern? Isn't it obvious? My honor. Think what people will say about me. Dr. Jekyll, the philanthropist and a devout religious man, is involved with the horrifying murderer. Hang on. I'm scared. My honor, my dignity. Your eyes are looking very demonic and, Hyde-like. Okay, bye. Servants must know something, so should I talk to Poole? Farewell, Mr. Utterson. Thank you, Poole. Good night. Oh, Jekyll told me someone brought him a letter today. Did you see the person? A letter? For the master? Nothing was delivered, except for the usual post. And we got no letters today, only pamphlets. Understood. Thank you. Please take care of Dr. Jekyll. Yes, Mr. Utterson. Farewell, sir. What if I can go back? Okay, never mind. I was about to be like, what if I can go back? What if I see him transform? Unlock roll credits. Should I have tea time? I need to keep my head straight. Should I head back to my mansion? What's that? Mr. Hyde might have delivered the letter to Jekyll himself. He must have. It could have been written in Jekyll's room, probably. I'll have to be more careful. First, I'll call my Mr. Guess. He knows how to analyze handwriting. Guess. Danvers Carew's case is tragic. Yes, it is. It was so sudden and shocking, Mr. Utterson. Must have been done by a horrifying man. I called you because of that murder. Look at this. It's a letter from the murderer. A letter from the murderer? Yes. This is just between us. I don't know how to handle this. Mr. Hyde is nowhere to be seen, and the letter alone is meaningless. Anyways, please take a look at the letter. Analyzing handwriting is your area of expertise, correct? Right on time. All of London is in chaos. I'm glad for Jekyll's sake that I didn't speak out the cane. Yes, I made the right choice. Okay. This includes an illustration. Yes, I have the money. Mr. Utterson, the handwriting is readable, but it's very strange. You see how it leans to the left. That it's not a common way of writing. Right, it is. Isn't it strange? Is that an invitation from Dr. Jekyll? I know his handwriting. May I take a look? Want to see it? Yes, go ahead. How interesting. Did you find out anything? Mr. Utterson, these two samples of writing are very similar, only the angle of the pen is a little different. It's very strange, how strange. Yes, it is very strange. Don't say anything about this, please. Yes, Mr. Utterson, I understand. Goodbye then, Mr. Utterson. Oh my. Jekyll forged a letter for the murderer. Or he is the murderer. Who knows? He is. Technically, he is. 1 month later. Peace returns to the streets. After the day of the murder, he vanished without a trace. It's been quiet lately, and there isn't much in the newspaper. Just like Jekyll said, Hyde must have left London. But I can't just sit and do nothing. I need to visit the locations where the incidents Mr. Hyde caused took place. Okay, so there are some cases here, I believe, that we haven't gotten to. So let's go with this one first. Start the additional case. Yeah. Side quest time. Yes, I'm Hyde. What is it? Let's have some fun today. If you want to have more fun, I'll have to go somewhere else today. Where am I going? Why is there no fog today? And the peelers are swarming around the alley. Damn, I'll have to avoid them. If I get caught, it'll be troublesome. Shit. Dang it. Come on. This is dumb. You're dumb. How do I avoid you? There we go. I'm safe now. It seems there are no patrols here. I'll have to go in quickly. Something's not right. It's too quiet. I feel like someone's watching me. But it's not the police. I can wait until the little rat comes out. Excuse me, are you Mr. Edward Hyde? Well, since I'm playing the monster now, I'm gonna ignore you. You've got the wrong person. Just go on your way. I already know that you're Mr. Hyde. Yes, I'm Hyde. What is it? I saw you go through the door, so I followed you. We'll get to that later. We still have a lot of side quests that we haven't gone to. Well, not a lot, but you know. I just kind of want to get it. Get all of them first before we move on. That's all I'm saying. I can see a dead man. Devil's energy was awakened and I became furious. Oh no, I have not enough crowns. Feck. Okay. Well, it looks like I don't have enough crowns, so guess we'll just do that later. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. I don't whispering because people are But thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye!